systems financial records.
People morning.
Which settled an early petition to wind up the company.
Have you ever just feel like
Shareholders agreed to buy out Wilkinson's and give his shares at a fixed price by an independent
everything just
It's alleged that when they filed
come like in our work?
the value flagged 9 categories of information. The company failed to provide warning that its conclusions might have
Kind of glass them broke out this amount. When people are still broken out people glass, man. So disgusting. What makes a person successful in life, people? What makes a person successful?
$500 billion in income from World Liberty Financial, a cryptocurrency firm founded by his sons and the children of his special envoy Steve Witkoff.
Have you ever seen
Millions more from real estate and the Trump-themed items? The earnings from
drugs
his
dealer
financial
where
institution far outpaced
actually
the
have
2024 when Trump disclosed just
a heart?
$600 million in income. That's the news.
in terms of what them a do? People used me a driver. I am like just confused as to what I want to right this second. I swear. You ever just feel just confused about certain things? That's me right now. Honestly. There's so much things, so much things, so much things. Just got your brain going crazy. This week of 4th of July weekend.
Front page is brought to you today 714 to 5 or 876-754-3825 to 8. ABC Electrical Sales for a better choice in the electrical business.
Welcome back to Nationwide this morning. You're now tuned into our discussion segment, The Front Page. The U.S. Supreme Court has blocked President Donald Trump's executive order on birthright citizenship. The order sought to end automatic U.S. citizenship for many children born in the U.S. It would have affected children born to undocumented immigrants and some temporary visa holders. The order required at least one parent to be a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident for a child to receive citizenship at birth. The court ruled that the order violated the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. The 14th Amendment has long guaranteed citizenship to almost everyone born on U.S. soil. The ruling means that the executive order cannot be enforced. Joining us this morning for a reaction and conversation to that, educated transformational leader and social advocate Dr. Karen Dunkley, U.S. immigration attorney at law, and managing director at Caribbean Immigration Service, or Clear, so far on the line. Good morning to you, Opal.
Thank you. Good morning, Sarah, Raj, and thanks to the wonderful guest. Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Nationwide this morning, Opal. Certainly, this is a matter you have been following, and you've spoken to Nora on several occasions about it during her program. So, to get your initial reaction, Opal, to what the Supreme Court has handed down.
I am very elated, very happy about this. I believe it's the right decision. I can't say that I was surprised. I would say that I would have been surprised if it did not go this way, even though I am surprised that it came so close. You know, basically a 6-3, or if we want a better word, it's really a 5-4. It should not have been so close, Tana. It should not have been. It's ingrained in the Constitution that, so long as you're born, or all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to jurisdiction thereof, are citizens of the United States. There's no debate. So obviously, overwhelmingly, the Supreme Court is basically saying, well, you know what, and it's given the Trump administration a green light or a signal to go ahead and try to do legislation, because what the Supreme Court really said, basically, is that it can't be amended, or it can't be done, or what President Trump is trying to do cannot be done through an executive order. That's what he tried to do. It has to be done by the changing or amending the Constitution, which of course they've already started doing this now, but we can talk about that a little bit more, because that's going to be a very uphill battle for them to do.
And just before we get to
skills, status, none of it matters. There are no barriers. We can all participate. A passion
People
for
like to
soccer,
blow their hand, I swear.
our passion for football unites us with St. Jude, one team with one goal in mind. Donate now at St. Jude.
People,
When you're a football fan, you live for the rivalries. But there is one team everyone can cheer for. Team St. Jude. Their ultimate goal is giving children with cancer a chance to grow up. Donate today.
Age, skills, none of it matters.
that's the 95.
Goal in mind. Donate now.
95 buckets are going out.
Continues to advance.
Wow.
Research rates, control cancer,
That is crazy.
continuously constant. You get the feeling on TV. When it comes to research and advancements, there's some things that we have resources, we have programs, and so St. Jude doesn't do it.
On that a lot, and they're going to be prosecuting people for that birth tourism.
we have Erwin and Dr. Karen Dunkley on the line as well. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning to you, George and Tana. And you're listening.
Let's get your initial
You're more
reaction.
than against Sir Claire.
Yeah, good morning, Karen.
Let's get your initial reaction, Dr. Dunkley.
I think I heard almost the initial reaction is pretty, simply because we cannot always assume that we know how the Supreme Court will rule. We see a 6-3 ruling. We saw 2 conservative justices agreeing with the liberal justices that the precedent of birthright citizenship established in 1898 in the landmark United States versus 1 Kim Ark, that it must stand. And so relief certainly that an first of all, just for constitutional interpretation and precedent, that an executive order cannot amend, cannot alter the Constitution, and that there are indeed limits on executive power. We're really thankful to see this. So this is a big deal. We see an affirmation of the 14th Amendment, citizenship, granting citizenship to everyone born on U.S. soil. To understand the genesis of the 14th Amendment, you know that for African Americans it was critical to grant them full rights, privileges, and citizenship, and then emanating also this 14th Amendment in terms of the birthright citizenship case, as it was argued and presented, was with the Chinese Exclusion Act, and this individual, 1 Kim Ark. So we are thankful for that, and we're thankful for the limits on executive power, and quite frankly for individuals who would have been impacted. Having seen in the school system where young people come in and they don't have papers and they have to get legitimized and they have to access services, what would happen to those young persons, those families whose children certainly would have faced uncertainty? So really, standing on the Constitution, that in the end the Constitution is the supreme law of the land.
And for you, Erwin?
I ditto staff relief, but as I said earlier on another platform, the expectations from some of these executive orders is not the realization of them happening. It's to create havoc, fear, and to scare people away from achieving immigration benefits that they have rights to. And so those continue to be the situation. But even this ruling here, where although we celebrate, we must not forget that this administration is going to just rest on this decision and not continue to get at their objective. And so we urge our community to continue to lobby, to be aware of their surrounding and understand it, because we expect to see now pushback in other areas, more screenings, more in-depth screenings of individuals, probably even a decrease in humanitarian visas. You know, I mean, there's so many tools in their toolkit that they can now turn on, which you have already begun to see and see experiences by folks going towards immigration benefits. So persons who are preparing themselves to garner immigration benefits must now have their T's crossed and their I's dotted, because they are now hell-bent on going after the fringe area where people would have a more
Sure, Chuck. That's what the Capital One Cafe is here for. Open 7 days a week.
Oh, can I use your ATM? My dog won't own a day's cash.
Anything for a neighbor.
Can I try to catch breeze?
Sure. Take it for a spin.
There's no fees and minimums on Capital One checking account.
Nice, Chuck. I'll take it from here. Capital One. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. Visit CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One and FDIC.
Nationwide 90 FM's on-air classifieds, made for quick ads and fast results.
Escape to a stylish one-bedroom retreat in the heart of Kingston. This modern suite offers comfort, tranquility, and 24/7 security. Enjoy premium amenities including a swimming pool, rooftop lounge with panoramic city views, and ample parking. Located 30 minutes from the Norman Manley Airport. Call us today at 876-796-9744 or visit us on Instagram at charmingsuite_Airbnb for booking details. Start planning your perfect getaway today. Choose the Charming Suites at the Vineyards.
That was Hot Listings on Nationwide 90 FM. Listings start as low as $1,500. 876-630-1210 to book yours today.
package was brought to you today by ABC Electrical Sales. For a better choice in the electrical business.
The time Bikers could move is
3 minutes after 8.
From the mountainside to seaside, countryside to townside, inside and outside, it's across Jamaica this morning.
Across Jamaica this Wednesday morning, Wednesday, July 1, 2026 in Clarendon. A construction worker has been charged with the murder of a farmer in Brandon Hill District on Sunday. He is 50-year-old Sean Cotterell, otherwise called Bobby. The deceased is identified as 69-year-old Errol Nelson, otherwise called Blacka, a farmer of the same community. It's reported that at 2 p.m. Nelson was at his business establishment playing dominoes with Cotterell when a dispute developed between them. The dispute escalated into a physical altercation. During the confrontation, Cotterell used a knife to inflict several stab wounds to Nelson's body before fleeing the scene. The police say Nelson's body was found lying face down on the road in a pool of blood. Cotterell turned himself in at the Frankfield police station the same day. He was subsequently escorted to the Maple police station, where he was taken into custody on reasonable suspicion of murder. On Monday, Cotterell gave a confession statement to the police and was subsequently charged. In St. Mary, the Agricultural Protection Branch, APB, on Monday arrested and charged 2 men for failing to produce receipts for agricultural goods in their possession. The men are 57-year-old Calvert Smith of Hindstown, St. Anne, and 56-year-old Norman Hurd of Gibraltar Heights in St. Mary. Lawmen say they signaled a black Toyota motor car to stop during an operation on the Port Maria Main Road. The driver complied and the vehicle was searched. The police say during the search, some 2,600 pounds of cassava was discovered in the vehicle. Smith was reportedly asked to produce a receipt from the Jamaica Agricultural Society JAS, but was unable to do so. Lawmen say he was informed of the offense and escorted to the Port Maria police station, where he was later charged. The APB says investigation revealed that Smith had purchased the goods from Hurd, who also failed to issue a JAS receipt. Hurd was later pointed out to the police, informed of the offense, taken into custody, and subsequently charged. Both men are scheduled to appear before the Port Antonio Parish Court on Thursday, September 17. And that's it for Across Jamaica for this Wednesday morning.
Sure, Chuck. That's what the Capital One Cafe is here for. Open 7 days a week.
Oh, can I use your ATM? My dog walker only takes cash.
Anything for neighbors.
Can I try to catch free?
Sure. Take it for a spin.
There's no fees and minimums on Capital One checking account.
Nice, Chuck. We'll take it from here. Capital One. What's in your wallet? In terms of life, visit CapitalOne.com/bankguide for details. Capital One and member FDIC.
Was brought to you by Express Fitness 24/7. Your goal is our mission.
You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM. The time is
8:21.
Fontana Pharmacy has a wide variety of items from pharmaceuticals, household, cosmetics, toys, and more. The temperature by Fontana Pharmacy, it's all good inside, is
29 degrees Celsius in capital city Kingston, 30 out west in Montego Bay, in Mandeville, 25 degrees Celsius.
June 24 to September 5, 2026. Visit DigitalJamaica.com for terms and conditions.
Win with KFC, big league, join the league. We not chip to Brazil, all you mean. Big deal. Just buy KFC and win that. From now until July 20th, 2026.
26, I have big deal. Army deal for a chance to win a trip for two to Brazil. This year KFC, that's $500,000 cash from Best Dressed Chicken. 11 weekly winners score free KFC for a year. 65-inch TV, smartphones, and more. Just WhatsApp your receipt to 876-784-7811 to enter and win big in the KFC Big League. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting Gaming and Lottery.
Attention all data protection enthusiasts. Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM every Tuesday at 8:20 a.m. and Thursday at 8:25 a.m. for a new program, Data Protection Matters. Join us as we delve into crucial topics that will keep you informed and compliant. Data Protection Matters is hosted by Chuck Cameron, founder of Design Privacy, your trusted partner in data protection. Don't miss out. That's every Tuesday morning at 8:20 and every Thursday at 8:25 a.m. Stay protected, stay informed with Nationwide 90 FM and Design Privacy.
Literally just had the money and then when I have it again. Jaja.
8:24 on the clock.